What's up, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what up? What up?
Okay, what's good? What's good? Welcome to another Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. Prototype Dad. I want to welcome back Tie-Dye Tom. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Man, just living the dream, man. So you already know there won't be no Mo Better today. My man is in Egypt, so he's celebrating his birthday across the pond, getting to our roots. We got Hit Me, Leafer, Vic. You know what I'm saying? So today we're going to kind of go with the season. You know what I mean? So we know Thanksgiving's coming, and us being prototype dads, we all have a role to play coming this Thanksgiving, whether it be on the grill, whether it be anything that what I'm saying we got going. Oh, that's your guy. Oh, yeah, I'm the only one that can see that. We got a new guest. Let's welcome Chef D.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How you feeling? What's
Man,
up,
feel
Lee?
good, feel good.
What up, my guy? What up? Oh, good, man. Thanks for having me on here, man. This is hard. For
Yeah,
sure.
so we're gonna get into some Turkey Day, topics and events, and kind of the understanding of why we celebrate it, why we do, why we don't, what we do for it, um, and kind of keep it moving like that. Like I was saying before, us being prototype dads, we all play a part in our family's tradition, our family's tradition. So let's get on to it. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
All right. First question: should we celebrate Thanksgiving at all? Why or why not? Who wants to take the first crack at it?
I mean, uh, it depends on how you look at it. Like if you want to go deep into it, um, that's something that I would have to that's something that I will have to catch up on. But the way I view Thanksgiving is just like another family reunion. You know what I mean? I don't really think about it as like anything more, anything less than that. It's just a chance for all of us to get together and see each other. If we haven't seen each other in a while, um, then it just gives us an opportunity to all come together and share some good food and laugh and have fun with each other.
Yeah, no, I could definitely go with that. If we should or if we shouldn't, uh, it's kind of really it's hard to kind of call because all the history we know about Thanksgiving at this point, right? We basically shouldn't celebrate this thing, but because I think because it's so ingrained in who we are and what we've been doing, I think that's kind of why we do it. But I don't know. To be honest, yeah, I don't think we should, but we do anyway. You know what I mean? Anybody else want to got anything that go
Okay.
deeper?
Uh, like not to go into my brother Mustafa, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like we all know, like we know the history. Some feedback, ain't me. We know the history. But I think like all the different things that we were taught when we came over here, I think we still turned it into something that's our own. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the traditional Thanksgiving how it was brought out is how we do it now. I think we turned into something that's our own, that we made it ours. And I think that's the aspect that we celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Is the family, is what I'm saying, coming together, reason for us to come together, the fellowship, you know what I mean? That different thing. Cause like there's people that you might not see all year into the holiday. You know what I'm saying? And we use that, what I'm saying, as a catalyst to, what I'm saying, to bring family together. I don't think we actually celebrate, what I'm saying, like traditionally how it was set up to do.
Of it, we're just celebrating the opportunity that we created ourselves to come together with family.
Well, I think you are actually celebrating it correctly, because what it is it's a harvest festival, right? So for thousands of years, we've been doing this in one form or another, where you got your bountiful harvests and you're trying to hardy up for winter. So you have a big, gathering, and you break bread with people, and and I think it's a great tradition. And I know there's some, the colonialism stuff that, the whole Indian, wiping out all the Indians, but this was being happened way before even all that. So I think it's a good thing to come together, with the ones you loved, and, get ready for this winter, because it's coming.
No, I feel the same way about. It's a great way. It's something we've been doing to get together, right? And we could remove it, but then we have to think of something, another reason to get together. And this is already kind of established within our culture to have this time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to fight against the machine, which we very well could, but to fight against the machine and be like, okay, I don't want this Thursday off anymore to spend with my family. We do or we don't, but let's rename it. But it's the exact same thing. I mean, it might be a waste of complete time. You know what I mean? On how that all rolls and plays a part. Um, so yeah, I definitely think that's why I still do it. Simply, it's something to do to get my family together to be happy. I think we should celebrate every holiday we can. You know what I mean? Birthdays. I hate when people don't celebrate birthdays, because it's like, no, celebrate that. God wants you to be happy. God wants you to celebrate good times and things of that such. So every time you go around and celebrate your birthday, don't skip any holidays if you can. You know what I mean? Within respect to, whatever you believe. So it's definitely like an opportunity for us to like kind of come together. And I think all of us here pretty much throw down in the kitchen. You know what I mean? I know Tom gets down, and we got our guest chefs on here, and we've had a chef all along on the pod. He don't speak about it much, but you know what I mean? He got them skills as well. So it's I think we all play a tremendous role in helping our family get together, and we're all at the age where we're responsible for the get together. You know what I mean? It's kind of like in our lap. It's no longer in grandma's lap. It's kind of in our lap to do.
Yep.
To
Next generation.
to carry the, yeah, we're the next generation. Like, you know what I mean? So my grandfather's last sibling just died recently. So it's like, all right, it's like a whole turn of generation. Leafy, you haven't spoke yet, man. Go ahead and check in.
Yeah, I'm having some internet issues, man. I've been trying to get them to restart the modem, but they all the way downstairs, so they're taking their time. But yeah, man. How I look at it is like like a myriad of negative traditions and negative things that have happened over the course of the existence of this country, man. Is taking that negative and making it to a positive, and figuring out, how to. Y'all still there? Okay, Tom froze up on me, so I figured I thought everybody froze. But
Tom just ain't moving.
Oh, okay. He just
my mic keeps muting bad. Like, it just keeps going on mute. I don't know if that's me.
No, that's me doing that.
My fault.
Yeah, so there's no back end noise. So mute when you're not talking.
So yeah. So how I look at it is just taking that negative and making it to a positive. And even if you don't, celebrate it for those exact reasons, you know what I mean? The positive out of that is, especially if it's a federal holiday, you're not working in the kitchen, you typically getting those days off of work. And your other family members probably have those same days off. So being able to, gather and spend some time with your family and just, be present in those moments. I think those are key. So I try not to think about the original reasons for a lot of these different holidays. And you know what I mean? We can go deep into, paganism and all this other stuff, but I mean, why? Let's just be present in the moment, celebrate it, and enjoy our families.
Yo, remember what we did when I first started driving on Thanksgiving? Hit every spot. We get in the car and drove to every relative's crib and like eat,
Oh,
take a plate from everywhere. We go here. We might have did like 10 stops on Thanksgiving or that whole weekend. Like we're going nuts on Thanksgiving, stopping at every spot,
that's the
watching
way it
football,
should be.
do it. Yeah, it's. I mean, so I love that kind of tradition. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it kind of goes into rolls into the next question, right? How do we celebrate Thanksgiving? For me, it's changed over the years. So it was that, hey, pick up everybody. We're going to everybody's spot. We're going to go see all these different people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get weird on the pod, but y'all understand what I'm saying. We're stopping at
Right.
different people's cribs, like, you know what I mean? And meeting their mamas. I'll say that. Like, we're meeting all these different people's mamas, getting a little plate here and there. And then, like, it didn't change, but it kind of changed. Like, after high school, it will be still the rotation of going to different places. But now we're playing a turkey bowl. And there was no way I'm missing a turkey bowl on Thanksgiving. Like, it's not Thanksgiving if I'm not playing in the turkey bowl. You
I
know what
hear
I
you.
mean?
It's been a long time for me. It's been a
It's,
long
it's,
time.
it's, it's been maybe 2 years at this point. Like, I probably haven't played the turkey bowl in 2 years. But even still, like, I would play this year too, like, if my knee wasn't messed up. But it's just like the turkey bowl is a part of my Thanksgiving ritual. And it's something I have to do.
Yeah, football, man. Football and Thanksgiving synonymous, man. It's it's American as it gets right there. Football and Thanksgiving.
Anybody else want to chime in?
I think, man, like you said, like I mean, I think it's going to be kind of the narrative of tonight is like whatever tradition that we have, man. Somehow we took it and created our own and made it our own. So like for me, like traditionally it used to be about what I'm saying, the food, but because I changed my mindset of the food, what I mean, to me it's really more about like you said, the football, the fellowship, what I mean, going to like you think about, you used to go to different houses, like we used to go to Homewood, what I mean, and make a stop there. Then I would go to Wilkinsburg, make a stop there. You know what I'm saying? It was just like you got to see everybody. You know what I mean? You got to interact with all your cousins. You know what I'm saying? All the older people, you seen them interacting. It's just like when I think of Thanksgiving, it just take me back to like family. You know what I'm saying? And like all the different events and different things that happen. You know what I'm saying? With the family, man. So like it's a dope thing that it's something that we took and made it a dope thing, man. It's to me, it's not about the food because I don't even like the food no more. I mean, most of it gonna give you a heart attack anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The food, it's really terrible for us. You know what I'm saying? The food that's a dish that's associated with, what I'm saying, Thanksgiving. But it's just really about, what I'm saying, that family thing, man. Like that family, the family interactions, man. Like it's priceless.
Good. Yes, you want to chime in?
No, I definitely agree. Like for me, I know like the tradition is like it used to be all about the food. It was big in my family. It still is. You know what I mean? Who's bringing what? You know what I mean? Who's on macaroni and cheese? Who's on yams? You know what I mean? Who's making the turkey? Oh, such and such ain't making this. You know what I mean? So in my family, food it was definitely Thanksgiving is definitely not all about the food, but food plays a big role in it. And aside from that, um, you know, it's more so about family, just seeing people that we haven't seen throughout the year. We got cousins coming over that we haven't seen all year, aunts, uncles. Just coming together. Despite if they got some differences or something, it's like, all right, now's the time. You know, we're going to such and such's house. Whose house are we? Whose house is who's hosting this Thanksgiving this year? You know what I mean? So that's really the tradition for us. Is like it's a time for all of us to come together, spend time with each other, um, despite
Right.
what has gone, what differences or whatever. We got family flying in sometimes, so it's just family, friends. It's just a melting pot for all of us to come together and just realize, what this is all about. You know what I mean? We got beautiful food here, and food is a staple for everything. Food brings anybody together, everything together. That's what we with every holiday. Food is always the center point of it. Um, But so yeah, it's just another opportunity for us to be thankful for the people that we have around us.
Absolutely.
And
Get together, take those cold walks to the store. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this though. This is a big difference. Like being a resident of Atlanta now. Now that at the end of Thanksgiving, it's like, yo, where we going? Like, what's popping? What's up? You know what I'm saying? This spot open. This spot is happening. You know what I mean? It's a big difference from being back in the bird. You know what I'm
No, the
saying?
Berg was like that. You just ain't know the right people because we was
I
going
know
out.
doing in
We
it,
was going out.
yeah,
but
still
here's
after Thanksgiving, we going out. We going
Yeah,
out.
we going out after Thanksgiving.
My
here's
mom owned the bar, and she was definitely open on Thanksgiving. It was like Rebecca.
yo, everybody be in the club with a full stomach.
Yo, and don't nobody go to work afterwards. Who's calling off? Somebody's calling off. Nobody's going to
Oh,
work.
you want to work on Friday? You want to work on that Friday?
If you
I'm
got work
working.
after Thanksgiving, you hurting.
I'm working on Thanksgiving.
Oh, really? Oh, you got a buses, huh?
Yeah, it's too much money for me to stay home, man. I get off at 2:00. I'll be able to hit all the meals. I'm good. I still get my time, get my little bag. We're good.
Why are you doing that, Leifer? Are you looking at him like that on purpose? Or are you just looking at the crib? It looked like you was looking at him like talking, like it was kind of funny.
No, I'm just looking straight. I had to move the room, try to get some better reception.
No, so I mean, let's go into what today's message is all about, though, man. You know, we talked about the Turkey Bowl. We talked about, you know, family getting together. You know, taking that all the cousins taking that walk to the store. You know, we talked about picking up the torch, but now let's talk about this menu, though. You know what I mean? Like, I've noticed recently, within the, you know, not recently, but in the last couple of years, you know, I've been in heavy conversation with, you know, guys like Leifer, you know what I mean, about how we're preparing the turkey, how we're doing things, what we're cooking. Like the menu's been like a whole thing of communication lately. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about what's on the menu for Thanksgiving. And you know, for me, you know, I have to, like, ever since I start smoking turkey, oh my goodness, there's been no going back since I smoked the turkey.
I was gonna do one, but I gotta work, so I'm doing it for Christmas. I already got the plan. So
man, it's like once I had it, like that first time I tried it 2 years ago, and now it's like smoking a turkey. There's no way around this. Like the way the thing falls off, the smoke, the flavors, the colors, you know what I mean? Like it's euphoric. Like you be like, it takes turkey to a whole new look because everybody don't even like turkey. You know what I mean? Like that's not a main staple. Like the turkey's like mad juicy, or like you fry the turkey. Like, you know, a lot of people are like hip to that. But ever since I started smoking this turkey, yo, unreal. You know what I'm saying? So that's a huge thing for my menu and the whole process, man. Me and the guys get together, like I'm bouncing things off of Leifer. Hey, let's do this. What can I do for that? How long should I brine it? How long should I, you know, do this? Like, you know what I mean? So what kind of wood chips should I use? Like all kind of stuff like that. We're just going over back and forth. You know, use the apple chips. Make sure you soak your chips. You know what I mean? So
what kind of chips? Put us on.
So I'll for this year I'm gonna use the Applewood chips.
Apple,
You know?
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Applewood chips. Last year I did the mesquite, which was cool, but then the year before that I did the Applewood chips. So this year I'm going back to the Applewood chips, and there's a rub. I may or may not use the store-bought rub. I might make my own because there's this chili lime seasoning. I don't know off the top of my head, and I should have kind of prepared for it to kind of share with y'all, but I don't like to give off all my secrets. But this chili lime rub that I put on it, and that mixed with the smoke, and then, you know, you stuff that thing with the garlic, yo, it goes down. What y'all got? Because I'm not the professional. I'm just somebody who like to dibble and dabble, right? We got some professionals on the line.
Get them, D.
Hey, yo, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This whole segment right here, man, I'm gonna take me a nap, man. We talk about turkeys and stuff, man. I don't partake, man. You know what I'm saying? So I feel excluded at this point, man. You know what I mean?
No, talk about your salmon. You can talk about your salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yo, listen. So I started eating meat. You know what I mean? Back in like 2010, and like I did the whole toe turkey, all that. Like you know what I'm saying early on. But what I realized, what you really like about Thanksgiving is the sides. It's not the meat. You know what I mean? It's the sides that really makes the meal. You know what I'm saying? So I do all the sides, like you know what I mean, vegetarian based, but you know what I mean. But shout out to the plug for the vegan macaroni and cheese, man, the best in Georgia. You know it's you know what I mean? That's the only thing I miss about it is the macaroni and cheese. But she come through, you know what I'm saying, with the macaroni and cheese. But you know what I'm saying? I do the candy yams, I do the greens, I do it with smoked paprika to give it the flavor. You know what I'm saying? Onions, peppers, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, you know what I'm saying? You whip it up. Um I do my own vegan gravy. I make it from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And I do like the mashed potatoes. I mean, I do the whole nine, man. But like the turkeys and stuff, man, it's overrated. I think it's overrated, man.
You saying you don't know how to
well,
cook then? That's what you saying. You
No,
you
don't
I
know
don't
how
know
to
don't
what
eat.
to
cook.
do with
I
the
don't,
I
turkey.
don't
You
eat.
don't know what to do with the turkey. No, we going all out for it. We do every turkey, macaroni and cheese, the sweet potatoes, everybody, the greens. We got something for the vegans too. There's some vegans in my family. We do something for them, but they usually like on the they be over there, picking the the lettuce and off the salad. You know what I mean? So they everybody's stuffing their mouth, but we got everything on the menu. Um, one thing in particular though, it's changing throughout the years. We do the traditional turkey, ham, you know what I'm saying, macaroni, uh, sweet potatoes, but we try to add different stuff in it. Like I think this year we're gonna do some oxtails, you know what I mean, just stuff that we like to have because for real, we eat that stuff kind of on a regular. You know what I mean? Probably sweet potatoes. Um, throughout the year. We eating greens throughout the year. So for Thanksgiving, we just trying to, let's bring something new to it. You know what I mean? Let's do something different. Somebody bring some crab stuffed mushrooms or something. I think this year somebody's making the traditional stuffing, but we're gonna do like a seafood stuffing. So we're just trying to make it fun. And we younger now, so my cousins and they like, nah man, let's do something else. They on TikTok finding recipes. I'm doing the same thing. Let's do this. Let's have some crab legs on Thanksgiving, or they talking bringing extra stuff into it. So I'm all for it.
All out
And they
crab
asked me
boil.
to cook.
Hey, I guess it
Huh?
goes back to what we said earlier about making it our own. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like we didn't initially make it, but hey, we're here. This is what we do. Make it our own. You know what I mean? I love that about you, about what you're saying. I mean, keep cooking. I mean, keep going.
yeah. We just it's a melting pot. Everybody bring what they want to bring, and that's it. Everyone's looking at me like what I'm making, but I don't
So
know. I don't know.
what are your key dishes that you kind of put your foot in, and what process do you go with?
Um. So really, with Thanksgiving, I haven't cooked a lot for Thanksgiving. It's usually my aunts, my grandma. They're usually the ones cooking. But as I got, I'm getting older, so they looking at me. They want me to bring something. I think this year I'm gonna do greens and macaroni and cheese. Oh, mashed potatoes though. I always bring the mashed potatoes. My mashed potatoes are crazy. That's one thing people always want me to make. We don't do a whole turkey. The last time we did a whole turkey, I can't even remember. We just do like a turkey breast. We just, salt it up real good, bake it, comes out. It's perfect. Nice gravy. Gravy got to be on point. But yeah, I just do whatever I'm asked to do. They say, D, can you make this? What you making? What you make? I say, all right, I'll bring it. Whatever you want me to make, I'll make it. That's it, pretty much.
Yo,
Anything else? So I mean, to add to that, bro. I mean, if you come over, what you want? Like you know what I mean? Because I'm hosting. So what do you want? If you want
Well,
something particular.
if I come over to your place,
Well, I was talking to hit me, but yeah, you could come over
oh,
too, D.
yeah. Yo, let me ask you a question though. Is it just me, or is like Thanksgiving dinner like a brown liquor special? Like it's brown liquor only. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't really drink brown liquor until Thanksgiving.
You know what I'll fold to. I think that's a matter of the season. Like I drink a lot more brown in the fall and the winter. But when the sun come out in the spring and the summer, I'm back to the tequila. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a seasonal thing. Like, so it's brown in the fall and the winter. You know what I mean? Because it's all about that warm, cozy feeling. Tequila don't give me no warm, cozy feeling. It gives me the turn up. You know what I mean? Like I'm drunk but don't know it. But you know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of like I just switch modes. So when it's around this time, I want to feel like I'm by the fireplace and cuddling. So I'll let the brown sit in me like that's all nice and warm and cozy. You know what I mean? That's me though. Like, what's up, Tom? What you got to say?
That's my favorite, man. It really, you know, it's just really about food, family, and football. I mean, that's really what it is, and just getting together. But like, I like the traditional. I'm more of a traditional Thanksgiving type of guy, just turkey. But the sides are very important. The sides are really what makes the meal. Your man, your boy hit it right on the head right there. Because if the sides aren't good, then the meal's going to be trash. Like you could get away with messing up a turkey if it's dry, whatever. It don't matter. But as long as your sides are good. But yeah, we were just planning what we were going to have tonight. Literally, we just made a list 3 hours ago for what we're going to do, and just regular. Nothing crazy, no, nothing off, I don't know, just traditional mashed potatoes, rolls, good roll, stuffing. I don't know. It's the one time a year you eat turkey, and I just look forward to it all the time. I really love this meal. I think it's the best, and just being together with family and, just, it's just nice. It's a great feeling, to, celebrate and get and kind of put on some weight. I mean, that's really why these all started, is everybody was trying to fatten up for the winter. So that's why these fall festivals all happen like this, these fall celebrations, because people needed to put on calories to make it through these harsh winters. And that's everywhere, even, because it might not be real cold in some of the climates, but it's not rainy, so the food's not there. So, it's like this worldwide. So, and every culture has something similar to this. I mean, all cultures. I mean, so it's, and it's all gathered around food and family and friends and just, enjoying each other, being thankful for everything we have. And, I love the holiday. I really do. It's my favorite of all. And pumpkin pie. I mean, shit, pie and sweet potato pie.
Oh yeah, that's the debate, right? Pumpkin pie or the sweet potato pie. We're going for the sweet potato pie.
I'll take it for it. I don't care what you got. I'm eating it. So
yeah.
I'm not picking. It could be stovetop stuffing. I won't even care. I'm not that dude. It's like, I'm not cooking, so I got to work. So I'm just grateful I got a bomb ass meal to come to, for real.
Yo, you know what you know what a little trick I learned. Kevin Anderson put me on this. Put some Lipton onion soup in the greens.
I just told my girl we got to do greens, because that's got to be on the list.
What kind of?
Yo, my grandma do the same thing.
That's where you got it from.
Yeah, in the greens. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what I do though. That's spectacular. I'm gonna share the recipe with the world. I do my cranberry sauce from scratch, but the key to doing it is you gotta, like, I put pears in it and I use fresh squeezed orange juice to sweeten it. Bombest cranberry sauce you can get, dog.
That sounds fast. That sounds crazy.
But that's the only thing I'm sharing, son. That's it, man. I'm sealing it up. You know what I'm saying? The rest of it, y'all get it from the food truck when it comes.
So I need you to bring that little recipe, like, you know what I'm saying, this year.
Yeah, because I want to eat, man.
So you bring the cranberry sauce. And
bring the cranberry sauce.
Bring the cranberry sauce. I was going to put some uncured turkey bacon in the greens this year, but I'm not going to do it just for you.
Man, God bless you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Look. She's like, "Oh, what you talking about? Oh, y'all both get." Oh, she's like, "I make the cranberry sauce." We'll have a cranberry cook-off.
Nah, so the lady won. You already won, son.
Go ahead, Leaper. What you gotta say, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I got lots, man. Hey, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Right.
Good or bad. Like, I love that. Just, you know what I mean? It's all about food and gathering, and that's, and family, and that's, I mean, that's what I love. I'm a big family guy. So, you know, and coming from a culinary background, how I really show love and express myself artistically is through food. So, I'm always, thinking in that way, um, especially for Thanksgiving. I've been lucky enough for the past few years that I haven't had to cook everything, because for a long time, man, I was doing the whole Thanksgiving meal by myself. And then when I was living in Florida, me and my dude, we went to culinary school together. We used to link up, and we used to, come together and, put some stuff together for Thanksgiving. And, since moving back home, pretty much like, we kind of divvy up all the stuff between the family. So I don't have to do everything, but I still try to cook a little something at the house, so I got something for myself. So, I'm looking forward, like you were saying, Vic, man, the smoked turkey, man. I'm looking forward to the smoked turkey. So, you know what I mean? I usually brine my turkey for like 24 hours, man. I want all that salty water just in there, making it nice and juicy. You know what I mean? And then I usually make a nice little like a rub that has lots of herbs and spices and brown sugar, because that sugar will help caramelize that outside skin and make it nice and crispy. So I smoke that stuff real nice. And then I think this year what I'm gonna try to do is probably like a apple cider gravy. And so it won't be like, it'll have that hint of apple cider, but it won't be too sweet. So it'll be like sweet and savory. You know what I mean? So it'll have that gravy taste, but you'll get that hint of sweet on it. I think I'm gonna try to do something like that. And then they always have my wife do something, because her family, some of her family is from the island, so she always do like a stew chicken. You know what I mean? And that's a nice little addition to the traditional. We add a little bit of island flavor in there, and you know what I mean? My wife usually cooks up some greens. Everybody like how she do the greens and stuff. So, she usually do the greens, and sometimes we have ham, sometimes we have roast beef, sometimes, we add different stuff into the mix now that we're, getting older. So we got some of the old, traditional stuff, and then we add some new little flavor in there. But man, I couldn't agree more, man. If the sides ain't popping, man, it's just meat with a side of meat, and that's cool. As long as you got some good rolls and gravy, but at the end of the day, man, those sides gotta be popping, man. So yeah, just make sure you're choosing the right auntie to make the macaroni and the greens and the stuffing and stuff, because everybody can't cook.
Yo, the
Hey,
macaroni
like,
got to
how long after Thanksgiving do y'all get tired of the food? Like, how long does the Thanksgiving aura last for y'all? Like,
the
for me, I
weekend.
think it's like 3 days, and then I'm like, man, I want some. Give me some.
After 3 days, you ordering pizza.
Yeah, you ordering pizza or something, and it's like, I don't even want this no more. Like, then, you know what's crazy though? What you got to do after Thanksgiving? It's like not Thanksgiving Day, it ain't the next day. It's like 2 days after, when with all the leftovers, you got to make a Thanksgiving bowl. This is what I do: a Thanksgiving bowl. I layer it like this. I put the turkey, the ham, the mac and cheese, everything that we had on Thanksgiving goes in a bowl, and then that's like what you eat on for like. Oh man, till you get sick to your stomach, it's like, man, I'm tired of this. Doug, you said you ordering pizza. You know what I'm saying? So that Thanksgiving aura is like, I think it's like 4 or 5 days max. I don't know.
Weekend, Monday, I'm done.
Yeah, like
Monday, I'm done.
Yo, I do like the same thing, but when I heat mine up, I put it in like a big pan on top of the stove, and like just let everything just kind of simmer together. You know what I'm saying? And like let all them the juices just share. You know what I'm saying? The macaroni and the sweet potato. You know what I'm saying? With the yams and all that just come together and make one meal. You know what I'm saying? It's a collage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then after that, I'm tired of it. I eat no more. That's
Yeah.
like that's Saturday. That's that Saturday. After Saturday, I'm done.
So it's like, is Christmas like a Thanksgiving part two? Like, what
Yeah.
is?
It don't. I don't think it needs to be though. Like I think. I think we're doing some millennial things with these holidays. To be honest, and
Right.
yeah, of course we're gonna have a Christmas episode, but Christmas no longer has to be turkey or whatever. It can be whatever you please, and it kind of went to what you said. We're even making Thanksgiving a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're mixing old and preference. You know what I mean? To make it ours. And it's not necessarily like, I think we recognize, and I don't know if y'all caught generational smoke, but I think at this stage in our lives, us picking up the torch, we're making these kind of events our own and doing things the way we always dreamed them to be. So I'm not saying Christmas has to be a part two. It's completely up to you if you want to go back to that that turkey roll again, that turkey road again. You know what I mean? I'll let you know if we do that based on how the smoked turkey turned out.
I take the carcass after Thanksgiving here. I take the carcass and I make a turkey noodle soup with it too. All the leftover meat that nobody wants because everybody's full. Nobody wants it no more. So I make sure I buy a bigger turkey so I have leftovers, so I can make a turkey noodle soup. And I'll freeze it and just heat it up here and there throughout the winter. Got a nice quick soup.
I definitely think I might go. I don't know if too many people like feel the dark meat, but I might go with the turkey breast this year. I don't know.
Turkey breast.
I like.
Turkey
Well,
breast.
I mean, doing the turkey breast, the smoked turkey breast instead of doing the smoked whole turkey.
I like. I love dark meat.
Yo,
Yeah,
what
dark
be
meat is
tripping
always
me out though? It's like Vic be a vegan, then he don't be a vegan, then he's a vegan, and then he not. I be confused, man. I'm trying to figure this out, man. I need some clarity at this point.
Hey, it's my life. I can transition into things and out of things as much as I want to do it. You know what I mean? So I could be a
Sure.
partial vegan sometimes. I could be a whole vegan. I could be a complete carnivore meat eater. It's my life. I'm gonna live it the way I want to live it. So
Yeah, like
whatever I'm feeling vegan this weekend, I'm feeling vegan. If I'm feeling like
sometimes I'm
vegan,
vegan
you know
too.
what I
Like,
mean? One thing I never do is I poke. But above all that, it depends on how I'm feeling. And I think I don't, nobody needs to be put in a box, and you do things what's best for you and however you feel.
And yo, so that brings up a good point. What I in here through this whole, everybody sharing. Does anybody still eat chillings?
that was my next thing. That's what I was just about to say. I was just about to ask that. So in my family, yeah, I got those people that definitely are diehard chitlin eaters. Me, I'm not a chitlin eater at all. Um, Sometimes I might feel like I might start liking them. I take a little bite and it's why'd I even think about it? Why'd I even try this chitlin? I can't do it. You know what I mean? I can't do it. And I started seeing people now, they start making like gourmet chitlins. I never seen it before. Like growing up, it was just plain chitlins and hot sauce. Now I see people making they putting like potatoes and green peppers, red peppers, all types of stuff in they chitlins now. And I ain't gonna lie, it look good. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something about that taste, you know what I mean? I just can't get past. Like blue cheese, I like the funk of it, but it's just I don't know, man. I can't get past that chitlin, the texture of it. I don't even think it's the texture. I don't know because I like oysters. It's just something about the chitlin that I can't get with, man.
Tom,
Yeah.
do y'all eat chillers over on your side of the tracks?
No, but I mean I have had them because we're at how I grew
No.
up. But yeah. That's not other than having people we don't really mess. And I've had good chitlins for real, and I've had some horrible ones. So I just stay away from them because I don't know which are which. So
Hey, chitlins is going up
Hey,
too. I heard a lot of
amen
people
to
saying the
that,
price
dog.
of chitlins is going up. They used to be free. They give them away for free. Now they waxing for them.
That's everything pretty much, man. The cost of all foods, man. The chicken gizzards, lizard, and liver is going up. Like everything is going up. But back when I used to eat pork, man, I used to smash them chitlins, man. I don't know, man. people in my family used to do it. They I feel like they used to be super gourmet. Maybe they weren't. Maybe it's nostalgia. You know what I mean? But I mean, I haven't been eating pork since maybe 2011, something like that. So, you know what I mean? It's been a while. But before then, man, I mean, chitlins, all that stuff was on the table. I don't eat it too much no more, not because I don't like it, but it just don't go well for my health. But yeah, man, I used to fry it with onions and you know what I mean, peppers and all kind of stuff. And yeah, it was something different. So yeah, I think you can freak anything, man. I watched some cooking shows where they freak all kind of stuff, the brains and everything, and they'd be looking like, whoa, delicious. So I mean, I probably if I ate pork still, I probably still eat it, but yeah, it's definitely not on my menu. But I know my mom and dad, they smashed those. So I know they cooking some chitlins this year. You know what I mean? And I know there's gonna be some people in my family looking for them. So it is what
So,
it is. But no
with
pork
that
on my
said,
fork.
I want to nail down. I don't want to leave people without a menu, right? I want to leave people with an official prototype dad menu for Thanksgiving. It's early. They have time to get it, time to add it. Let's step it down. What is the prototype dad menu must has for Thanksgiving?
Macaroni and cheese.
Mashed potatoes.
Greens for sure. Gotta have some collard greens.
Absolutely. And that's
You gotta have mashed potatoes
sweet
with
potato.
gravy, man.
Stuffing.
Sweet potatoes.
Yams. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the green. I like vegetables too, like any type of green beans or corn. I need there too.
I think
What is
that
it?
right
The green
there.
bean casserole? That's what
I,
y'all did.
I think right there. I think what you said earlier. You said across the tracks about the chitlins. So I started thinking. My mindset started thinking like, so we kind of having two different Thanksgivings here. Like, is that a real thing? Like, you just mentioned
Oh yeah,
corn.
I've been to both. I've been to both sides of the track Thanksgiving, and they're completely different for real. So
Right, because
yeah, but
I never had corn on
no,
Thanksgiving. Like,
the basics is the basics. It's family food and all that, but the menu items are a little different for real. But you know, same stuff happens everywhere, really. You know,
right, for
but
sure,
like
for sure.
greens, don't get. You still get mac and cheese. You know, there's stuff that like candy yams. I can't. There's only like one other time I remember having them. You know, and so there's different menu. You know, I don't know. That's really it. Like it's still the same gathering, still going family to family and seeing cousins.
So is it sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie?
I prefer sweet potato personally, but I'll take whatever. Like I said, I mean, I'll take cranberry sauce out the can with the ripples on the side. I don't care. Just give it.
No, there's an actual debate. Like if the cranberry sauce ain't out the can, I don't want it.
I'll take either way. Just don't do if you do fancy crazy shit with your cranberry sauce. I'll eat the canned stuff. But if you do like a good I've had good cranberry sauce, but you know people mess it up too much.
We get the rip session going on. If somebody bringing the canned cranberry sauce, you got it. You getting ripped on a whole night. You getting talked about. Like,
Yo,
all right. So the
that's like
official
wearing Steve
prototype
Adams.
dad menu, right? And we're gonna post this on the website. Hey, go over to the website. We got some cool stuff over there. We got some hunting kits. We got we're gonna have some energy beads. We got some cool stuff over on the website. I can't think
You
of
got, you
everything
got the
we got
glass,
over.
you got the glass sets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got the whiskey glass sets. We have some cigar kits that that you can order. So the website's up and running, prototypedadpodcast.com, and go over there and get your fellas something y'all like, you know what I mean? But the official prototype dad menu, this is gonna go up on the website as well. I'm gonna put this under the Leafer blog section, you know what I mean? Because he's a professional, and recommendations by Chef D. We're gonna have the turkey, the greens, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, yams, green beans, corn, rolls. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Leaford, the apple cider gravy. I gotta try that out. I gotta see how that works out. Sweet potato pie, cranberry sauce. Did I miss anything, fellas?
Yo, you gotta have some cornbread, man.
Cornbread. Yeah,
Bro,
absolutely.
I feel like we ain't even say no stuffing. What happened to the stuffing or
You're
the
right.
dressing?
I
Yeah,
didn't.
no, I
but,
said the
What
stuffing.
happened?
but is it stuffing
I'm
or
not a
dressing?
stuffing fan generally,
But
though, right? So
is it
it's
stuffing or
always
dressing?
stuck to me.
But
It's
which one
both.
is it?
So stuffing is when you put it in the bird. Dressing is when you make it in a pan separate from the bird.
So me coming to me living down south. When I say stuffing, it's like offensive. They're like, "Oh, we don't eat no damn stuffing. It's dressing." And I'm like, "Yo, what's the difference?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew there was a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, the stuffing is when you stuff the bird. A lot of people don't stuff the bird anymore because they're worried about it not being, cooked all the way in the bird and the blood from the bird being all in it and it being unsanitary and make people sick. But yeah, the stuffing is when you stuff it, you put it in the bird. When you make it in a pan separately, that's dressing.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's a big thing. That down south is a big thing between stuffing and dressing, man. It's like it's huge. It's you would never think. It's just like putting sugar in your grits. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
It's like tennis shoes and sneakers.
Yeah. Like, what you
What's
doing?
the difference
Like,
between a tennis shoe and a sneaker?
Huh?
What's the difference between a tennis shoe and a sneaker?
Yeah, he's right though.
But
It's like,
that's what I'm saying. Depending on what region you in, people
yeah,
call them sneakers, some people call them tennis shoes.
yeah.
I mean,
you
it's
prefer
interchangeable.
grits or cream of wheat? Like,
It's interchangeable to you, but go to Philly and they ain't
Yeah.
saying tennis shoes, they saying sneakers. And if you go to Ohio, they saying tennis shoes. So it just depends. It's like the soda and pop conversation.
Okay. So here's one tradition I have, and everybody can share a tradition. But here's one tradition that my family does, where we kind of go around the table and we say something we're thankful for. You know what I mean? And it kind of just gives you a time to reflect and say, "Hey, I'm thankful for this." Even the kids jump in, and the kids say, "I'm thankful for mom and dad." Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of just want to go around and say something, something you're thankful for. I didn't plan on this, but this is something we do on Thanksgiving. Go around and be like, "Hey, we're thankful for this and we're thankful for that." So, man, I've had a heck of a year. Smashed my goals and done some great things on the way and met some great people and was able to come together with y'all and even this podcast is a blessing, man. So I'm thankful for all of this, right? Like my whole year has been amazing. The part, the my career, my friends, my family, the wife, like what I'm saying. Everything's just been no complaints here, and I appreciate God for all of it. Anybody else got anything they want to say they're thankful for?
um, like just to add on to what you said at first was the tradition of everyone going around saying what they're thankful for. Um, one tradition that we carry is who says the blessing uh, over the food this year. So it's kind of like it's like an honor for someone to say the blessing, and we always try to get someone younger to say it, because most of the time it's always someone older that says the blessing. But I think that's real important in our family. Who says the blessing? But what I'm thankful for about this year is just a couple of opportunities that I've had to do. I was recently on a show called Play to Pittsburgh, and that gave me an opportunity. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for just the opportunity to just wake up every day. You know what I mean? I love that. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for my kids. Um, just being able to do stuff like this, which is super dope. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for this right here. So you know, just life itself. You know what I mean? Can't be more mad at that.
Period.
Um, yo, so like I was saying before, like traditionally, we had a lot of places where we had family. So part of my family that was in Homewood, like, is pretty much, they pretty much all passed on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful that I had an opportunity to experience that and be able to carry the torch, you know what I'm saying, to now my family and friends and different people we meet. You know what I'm saying? that sense of family value, that sense of togetherness, that sense of turning this into a party, something that we all gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? And then like typically with my children, we cook together. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to instill that family within them too. You know what I'm saying? And all the extended places that we go. But just like Vic said, man, for me this has been a hell of a year. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a dope one, man. It's like, like what my career went and this the things that I experienced, but uh, yo, he's laughing, but yeah, but because it's been a hell of a one, man. It's been real, man. But like, you know what I'm saying? Coming from where I came from the year before and coming this year, man, I really discovered me, man. Like I really, you know what I'm saying? I really I really feel like, you know what I mean? I just really thankful for the blessings and everything I came from, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? Some dudes don't make it. You know what I mean? Everybody don't make it, you know what I'm saying, physically or mentally. And you know what I'm saying? I'm here to, you know what I mean? And like I said, this podcast, like you said, has been a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? Meeting all the guys on the podcast, sharing these stories and you know what I'm saying, these triumphs, you know what I'm saying, our pains and you know what I'm saying, everything we went through, man. This has been a beautiful thing and I don't see it stopping, man. I think like you said on the last podcast out about fear, and he talked about, you know what I'm saying, we belong here. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't no accident. And we ain't lucky, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be here because we earned it, man. And so, you know what I mean? I'll leave y'all with that, man. I've been thankful for everything.
I'm thankful for the growth I had this year, from all the good, all the bad, mostly the bad that got me to this point. Made me grow to be a better, be a better father, be a better human in general. And really the thing I'm most grateful for is that I get to be a father, and I continue to teach my son the right way to live and the right way to be a man. And that's really the thing I'm most thankful for.
Yeah, man. What am I last? Last but not least, I guess. Um, man, I'm thankful for, my family, my extended family, my friends that are like family to me, and friends that maybe not close to family, but they're good enough. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for all of them. I'm thankful for the career path that I've been blessed to be in, to be able to work at home and be here with my son who's just about to turn a year old, and I've been here the whole year, the whole first year of his life. Being able to be a part of that and being able to just see him, say his first words, and you know what I mean, try to walk. He's falling every now and then, but crawling and everything, just being here for every facet of that, and being able to do the things that I love, you know what I mean, and being able to really hone in on my passion for food and using that to help the community and build the community. I'm really thankful for this podcast for real, because this podcast kind of grew out of in my head anyway, out of like a series of conversations that we've been having over years, and over and over in the conversations that have been coming up, like, man, these conversations, we should do a podcast. Like, this conversation should be in the podcast. We should share this information with other people. And so I'm really thankful for it, because it's been like therapy to me, because it's been allowing me to get some things off my chest and get some things off my head that normally maybe I wouldn't be able to verbalize, or I wouldn't be able to really identify what maybe certain issues or triggers are and things like that. So this podcast has really been helping me, get certain things out that may have been in the deep depths of myself. So, I'm really thankful for that. I'm really thankful for, just being here, being able to be present with my guys, and being able to, talk to everybody and see how everybody else is feeling, and being able to be vulnerable in this space, even though it's live and all out here in the world. It doesn't feel like that from my home. So it's a little easier to be vulnerable in that space. So yeah, I'm super thankful for all of that, man. And I love all y'all guys, man. Thank y'all so much.
Hey, I ain't about to cry because y'all just got y'all just made it hell of emotional. You know what I mean? But all right, look. I'm super appreciative of everybody and everybody coming in week out and us doing this thing together. And it's a conversation we do have, and it's stemmed from we know too much not to do something together. We have so many different peer groups and like bringing specialists on to kind of control the conversations. And we just it's kind of it's deep as much as we all know. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful for all that. I know I already gave my thanks. Oh yeah, go to the website prototypepodcast.com. Like I said, we got the whiskey sets. We're gonna have some gentlemen's the beads. I don't know exactly what to call, but we're gonna have some good things of that. We have a little hunting kit, survival kit. The survival kit's dope. It comes with some nice stuff. Comes with a compass, a couple fire starters, some knives, that kind of stuff. Some wire saws. I'm trying to stay from getting emotional. If you don't understand what I'm doing right now, but
All right.
summary. I kind of take notes through. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the summary is, of what we've talked about today, right? Banging menu. The menu is going to be on the website. We're going to post it. We didn't necessarily get into techniques. I wanted to get into some turkey techniques. So all we did was talk about smoking it, which is, I think a favorite of the guys on the pod. But add things to, put your touch on it is one tip I got from the day. Crab stuffed mushrooms. I don't know who mentioned that. It might have been Chef D.
Yeah,
But the crab stuffed mushrooms, add it to your menu list. Make it fun. Somebody said something about a turkey bowl, but I think that's also Chef D. I might do. I gotta talk to the family about how they feel about dark meat. I'm not a super fan of dark meat, but if we come to the conclusive that we don't really like dark meat like that, I'm getting a turkey breast because then I can also fit the brisket. What else? We didn't really get into vegan alternatives, but I guess we talked about not cooking stuff with meat a little bit. That's that one for you hit me. Anybody else got anything they want to close out with?
Yeah, I mean, not to close out, but I mean, what I will say is like if you don't want to use the meat, like what I've been doing recently, or at least for the past 3-4 years since I started, playing with the smoking technique with the turkey, is I've been using this liquids, like these different kinds of liquid smoke. You know what I mean? They kind of add into the ingredients for my sides, so that across the board it kind of has a linear approach where it has a similar flavor, but each individual side pops in a different way. So I even use the liquid smoke in the mac and cheese. I put the liquid smoke in the greens instead of the meat. If we're going to a space where there's some vegans around and they don't want the meat. I mean, even some of my aunts don't prefer meat in their greens or in their green beans. So you know what I mean. Just using that liquid smoke to kind of complement this smoked turkey. It blends everything together, even though everything has a different flavor compound. That one little bit of smoke kind of helps blend it all together. So definitely, if you're thinking about smoking a turkey, I mean, you can also fry the turkey. You can cook it in the oven. You can do so many things with a turkey. You know what I mean? But if you're thinking about smoking it, just think about blending all those flavor compounds together with some liquid smoke, and that'll definitely boost your culinary Thanksgiving up.
Yeah, definitely don't cook your turkey the day of Thanksgiving because y'all won't be eating no turkey. That's my little tip right
Wait,
there.
what? Wait, what?
Don't cook your turkey. Don't decide to start thawing it out.
Oh no, okay, yeah. I was going to say don't cook it. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, don't decide to thaw it out the day of Thanksgiving because y'all won't be having no turkey.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
So
I was about to be lost. Like, don't cook your turkey the day of. No, I mean we cook it the night before, but you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
We start our engines about what about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock the
You
night
gotta
before is
start
when I start
early.
my smoking.
Yeah, you gotta start early. What time? So what time do
Yeah,
y'all
I don't
usually
know.
have everything on the table?
I
Like what time
start
does everything
talking it.
usually?
Listen,
I
I
try to
start
get everything on the table
cooking the
by 2
turkey.
o'clock.
So I only cook the turkey only take like 2-3 hours to cook, and that's for 15, 20 pound turkey. If I decide to go that big, and 11 pound turkey only take about 2 hours. Because like I said, I'm spatchcocking it, so it's already cut in half. So you're cutting half of that time, that cooking time out already, and then throwing it on the smoker on 400 degrees. You know what I mean? Allowing those flavor compounds to come in. It only take about 2-3 hours, and you take that thing out. You let it finish cooking right up on your stove, and that carryover cooking time happens. It makes sure it's juicy and the breast don't dry out, because of course the breast is going to take a little bit longer than the thigh and everything else to cook. So allowing it to carry over cook the rest of the way is key to having the juiciest, sweetest, pull apart breasts. I'm getting hungry right now just talking about it, but you know what I mean? Like, that's the key to it. You know what I mean? You just gotta time everything perfectly when you're cooking a whole turkey, because there's so many different parts that take different time amounts to cook. So, you
Yeah,
get that timing mastered down and everything will just be so moist and delicious.
but you know what too? Like, and another thing that the timing is key about it. But and trust yourself. You know what I mean? Well, like you said, that timing takes years and years to develop. Like Lee, when your turkey's done offhand, off the top of your head. Like you could touch it and you could tell when it's done. If you ain't like Lee, do not trust the turkey thermometer that pops out. If you can't trust your own timing, don't trust that turkey
Well,
thermometer.
when you smoke it, you gotta take that thing out anyway. So talk
Okay,
about the
yeah.
touch though. Give some touch tips on how to know if your turkey done.
All right,
Get a
so
meat
like,
thermometer.
what'd you say, T?
Just go buy a meat thermometer and you just go until the turkey's at the temp.
Right. That's another thing. That's like the most. That's probably like the safest way. You know what I mean? The most accurate way. You know what I mean? If you're touching it, that's not. You know what I mean? I think that. But if you're professional, then you could probably over some time over the years, you could probably just eyeball it. If it's too soft, you know what I mean? Like the finger touch. If the breast is like real
Right.
wiggly and it don't feel right, it's probably not done. But you know, one turkey, your first turkey, if it comes out too firm, you overcooked it. You know what I mean? It just gotta be in you. Your ancestors, they gotta put that word in your head.
Yeah, you gonna make it a magical thing? You gonna make it magical? You gonna add your ancestors to know if your turkey done that? We can't leave them
Dog,
people like that.
it's generational knowledge, man.
No,
Like,
you
once you
can't
do
leave
it
them
over
like
and
that,
over,
man.
dog, hey, it just is what it is. Because that's how I learned how to cook a steak. Like, perfectly cook a steak. And like, the whole time I was in the restaurant, like after the first 5 years, I never used a thermometer ever again. Like, just touching different points, like the thickest point and a piece of chicken and a piece of steak, and whatever it may be. You know what I mean? I'm able to detect what degree it is, whether it's medium well. You know what I mean? Whether it's mid rare, whether it's well done. I'm able to touch that. I'm able to touch the outside skin, and I'm able to feel exactly what that is, man. So that's sort of like ancestral knowledge, man. It's just
Yeah.
like, once you get into it, man, you know what it is, so you can touch it. But for those novice cooks who don't really know what they're doing, get you a meat thermometer, or you're
For
gonna
sure,
kill somebody.
especially when it comes to turkey
So what's the
and
number
chicken.
on the meat thermometer?
What you say?
What number should I hit on the meat thermometer for the
Probably
novice?
165. I'm not sure with turkey. Chicken's
For
160.
all poultry is 165. It don't
165.
matter if it's chicken, squab, turkey, buzzard, geese. 165. You gotta hit
You know,
165.
squab's pigeon, right?
Yeah. It's still a bird.
I'm just saying. Some people don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely. But squab is delicious. So
I eat it.
Yo, I want let me I want to chime in. I know we got a lot of turkey talk going on over here, man. Just I'm dealing with it. But you know what I'm saying? I will shout out to my to the vegetarians, man. This is a mistake I made early on, man. Just because it says vegan or it's vegetarian doesn't necessarily make it healthy. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of overly processed foods that is,
Seed
you know
oil.
what I'm saying, pushes vegan and vegetarian. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? Or not good for you. So my for what I learned is just like Leifer said, is add stuff like that, smoked paprika, liquid smoke, different things to get that flavor to it. But you still need to make sure you eating whole foods. You know what I'm saying? Eating real foods. You know what I'm saying? Don't substitute the real food, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you
And
referring
use
to
other.
stuff like,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I was saying, are you referring to stuff like Beyond Meat? That's not like Whole Foods. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The Beyond Meat, all the substitute, even a lot of the like the cheeses and different things that's, you know, that they push out isn't all necessarily great. It's not great for you. You know what I mean? Still stick to the whole foods, man. Like don't get it frozen. Don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Prepare. Just prepare your foods, man. And use so like for me, I use other vegetables to season my vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using a lot of salts. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? A lot of seasonings. You know what I mean? I use like you know what I'm saying? Thyme and you know what I mean, like cilantro and you know what I mean, or just different vegetables and herbs and different things, the onions and the peppers to season your vegetables, man. I just get that to my aspiring, you know what I'm saying, vegetarians and people who's new to it or just trying to get an alternative to putting the smoked turkey neck in your food.
Do you think the vegan lifestyle is more expensive than, you know what I mean, just non-vegan lifestyles? Do you think it's more costly to go out and buy these whole foods, vegetables, and things like that?
Nah, I think it's costly if you go to Whole Foods and buy a lot of that prepared, you know what I'm saying, overly processed foods, because when they put vegan on it, they know that it's attracting a certain type of person that's going to pay that extra money for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to your farmer's market or your local market and you buy a stock of greens, it's like what, $2, $3, you know what I'm saying, for real greens. So I think that's a misconception that people make to get you to spend more money to be vegan, but it's really cheaper, man. Because I get onions, I get a whole vegan cart and be under $50. You know what I'm saying? And under $50 is great if you go to the grocery store now. You know what I'm saying? And be under $50, I can eat all week off it.
Yeah, so I think the cost is in the actual products, because you can literally buy an abundance of, fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that. I think the cost is in the inability to be able to use the stuff before it goes bad, because a lot of people are buying this stuff, even me myself, and coming from a chef background, sometimes I'm throwing away whole bags of onions, whole bags of pears, whole bags of apples, whole bags of spinach, because I'm not able to use it in the time frame that it has to, before it goes bad. And I can't use one product every day in cooking because the household's not going to eat the same stuff every day. So I gotta literally recreate stuff multiple times. So I think the highest cost when it comes to that is just making sure that you can use the product that you're buying before it goes bad. So a lot of times when you're getting that processed stuff, or you're getting that frozen stuff, or you get it lasts longer. So in that state, it seems cheaper to an individual on a budget because they can use it for a long period of time. Whereas if you're getting fresh product or fresh produce, you literally got to use it within the first 2-3 days before it starts losing its quality. And then by the fourth, fifth day, it's dang near molding. So, you know what I mean? It's just a rough transition. You definitely have to be committed to that lifestyle, and you have to have your recipes down, and you got to know exactly what you're going to use the stuff for when you buy it. or it can seem more expensive because you're just not able to use it as fast as you're buying it.
Yeah, that's a good point, yo. That's a hell of a point. And early on, that's what got me because the time span on that is way different. It's like 2 days and it's gone. So like, or I be blending it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't throwing nothing away. But um,
You gotta start freezing it.
yeah, I mean, you got to plan, man. That's the biggest thing. Like he hit it on the plan. You got to plan. Like you got to plan it. I like to get my stuff like when I'm going to get it. Like I don't mind going to the because like when I talk to people in other countries, they go to the market every day. Like they go to market, then they cook. You know what I'm saying? As they get it, that's why they eat better. They eat fresh. So I don't mind going there, but I just try to plan it. Like I know if I got to go to work these next 2 days, I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna cook it and then I'll have this for this day. But it's just all about planning, so it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? It's less waste.
You know, that's one thing I noticed with doing all this traveling, going to other countries and stuff. Is I'm so used to Americanized food that I don't even like natural food sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'll go to like other countries and they'll cook things a certain way, and I'm just like, oh, this is terrible. Where's the salt? But they don't cook with that. You know what I mean? Like I be itching for like
Yeah,
give me poison. I need more poison. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so used to the poison. I want poison. There's no poison in this country. What's going on? So I be losing it. But I need to do better with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially since this traveling thing's been done took off, right?
yeah. And they, you know, like you said, they don't put a lot of that. They don't put a lot of that stuff that in other countries that we eat. You know what I mean? So your body's yearning for it, like you said, it's yearning for that. You know what I mean? That phosphate or whatever they putting in there. You want that. You know what I mean? That McDonald's ground beef or whatever's in it, you screaming for that. Um, but like with the vegan stuff and the like y'all said, man, hit it right on the nose. Every day you shopping, you know what I mean? You got to know what you want to make, but with that, does it take longer? Like the process of like say you wanted some ground meat. So I know what that is. I seen like soak some walnuts, ground them up. Do you do that type of stuff? Like make make tacos. You know what I mean? Because that takes a while.
Nah, I do. I haven't really I don't do a lot of meat alternative, man. If I ain't eating meat, I'm just not eating meat. So I don't really do a lot of like fake meat or you know what I'm saying. If I do a taco, I do like a black bean taco. You know what I mean? I done it with tofu too. Tofu. Once I master that tofu, the tofu be hitting if you do it the right way. And then you know I eat fish and I'll do fish tacos too. But
Okay.
I really don't do a lot of, you know what I'm saying, of the processed meats. I just think if you're not gonna eat meat, I'm not gonna fake it either. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna put it in the diet. But I'm real big on beans, man. Like lentils, different beans. Like today I made chickpea noodle soup with curry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat that this week. Like, so I'm really big on the beans just because of like the proteins, the folic acid, everything that it provides. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, you know what I mean? I think it's and it's less, it's not heavy in fat too. You know what I'm saying? You still get your start. I think beans is like a power food. So I'm big on beans and they cheap. You know what I'm saying? I try not to eat fish every week. You know what I mean? Like I'll take a break off the fish, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just try to plan my meals. You know what I mean? Like Pinterest is a real big friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But
Pinterest.
bro, what's wrong with that?
You on nothing. I just thought it was a female thing to do. So I thought it was a female app.
No, dude. I
No,
use Pinterest for all my recipes. Hell, I use Pinterest when I'm getting dressed for my mixed suits to figure out how to mix my suits together.
Man, I looked at Pinterest all wrong. Like I tried to kind of get on Pinterest, but I was just like, man, this is just not masculine. I don't know.
Nah,
I just look at
what was
Pinterest
you
being a
looking up?
feminine thing.
You were
Pinterest
looking
is
up.
I'm
dope.
okay with being wrong at this moment. I'm okay. Y'all can educate me on it.
Oh, you tripping, dog. Hey, when I want to get some braids, I'll be on Pinterest, dog.
Yo, I get recipe ideas from Pinterest. I get my soup mixtures from Pinterest. Like if I want to mix and match my soups and stuff, if I want to wear, a navy blue, coat and a gray, bottom or whatever, I figure out what shirts and tie combinations work together. Man, Pinterest is dope. I use Pinterest for a lot of stuff. You better get on that.
Yo, you tripping, son. You slipping hard, son. Yo.
Look, I'm okay. Like I said, I'm okay with being wrong. I'm absolutely okay. You know what I'm saying with being wrong though. Like I like the Pinterest thing. I just thought it was. I just never utilized it. I'm thinking it's a female thing to do. And Pinterest is based out of Atlanta. I interviewed with him one time. What's up, birthday boy? What's going on, guy?
Hey, they got Mo Better checking in.
Man, he just checked in from Egypt, man.
Yo, salam asa salam. No.
Hey, Malaikum salam.
Hey, happy 4-0. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. I heard y'all talking about. Look, I heard y'all talking about meat thermometers, man. What's the proper temperature for camel?
But hey, I would say,
man.
Hey, biblically, does that work? Does that work biblically in Leviticus? Can I eat camel?
No.
Somebody? No?
Yeah, I think if you have split,
you in the cut and the split at the hoof.
You can't eat it.
You said the hoof, dog, not the hoof.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Does the cow split at the hoof?
I don't know.
The camel and the cow have the same kind of feet.
Yeah,
I think the cow is just got that singular foot. You know what I mean? Got that little singular hoof foot.
So we're not supposed to eat anything that splits at the hoof, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it said. If it's split cuff, you can't eat that. Don't eat that stuff.
You can't eat no camel. Don't be over there eating camel, guys. It's out of your diet plan.
It's camel hum.
Gotta cut that out.
Hey, no camel. Hey, man, I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. I was watching y'all, man. It's 5:18 in the morning. I probably got to be up in probably about another hour, man. So we 7 hours ahead of y'all. But, man, keep doing y'all thing, man. I'm watching.
Yo, man, happy B-Day, my brother.
Appreciate it, man.
From Wilkesburg to Egypt, man.
I'm telling you,
For sure. Enjoy your birthday, man.
But yeah.
Hopefully this experience over in Africa is different from his last experience.
Wait, you hear what they said?
We'll see. It was good though, man. It you know what I mean.
Did you ask any questions? Did you get to the root of anything?
Look, I really did. Man, that's going to be probably another show, but you know what I mean. I pressed them on some stuff, and they was like, "Well, let me be honest with you." It was like, the original kings, the original Egyptians, they were Nubian like you. And I was like, "Oh, that ain't what everybody been saying." He was like, "I know they ain't gonna tell you that."
How far is original? Are we talking King Tut original? Are we talking?
Way before that. Yeah, way before that. Like King.
So
Ramses
King Tut ain't original.
Well, he's way after. So no, he wouldn't be. I don't believe he's Nubian. No. King Ramses II. He was Nubian. He was the first one that he unified Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. He was the first king to do so. That's why he's one of the greatest rulers of all time.
Hey, nice jewels for the show. That's another episode,
man.
though.
Definitely, man. You know,
for sure.
So
for sure. We definitely got to have
man.
an episode on that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that's been the topic, but I don't want to get us demonetized. We ain't monetized even yet. But
hey, man, don't. I don't want nobody to get Kyrie out here, man.
Period. Oh, that's the thing now, Kyrie.
But hey, man, I'm gonna lay it down for a little bit, man, because I'm about to go and I got about another hour before I get to go back out. But man, I was just checking in with y'all, man. You know, peace be unto you. Y'all be great, man. I'm gone.
All right, man. But yeah, y'all know the spill, man. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I only like to hold you guys for an hour. We can keep going though. It seems like we're in a mode here. What's up, Ty-Dye? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling right now?
I'm all right, man. I gotta get up early though, so I gotta get off soon. So you guys can roll with it, but You know, I got to be up 4 a.m. So.
Ooh, yeah, gotta get to it. All right, my guy.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
take it
having
easy.
on. Hey, come back anytime. You get the link.
I got you. I got you. All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah, but no, this was definitely super dope, man. Lee sent the invite to me. Uh, I know what to expect. I did watch. He sent me a link to another episode that y'all had, another podcast that y'all had. I watched it, and it's just super dope, man. This is nice. I like this open conversation. You know what I mean? To just bounce ideas. I've whatever with brothers. It's super cool, man. I like it, and it's not focused on we could go any way with it. You know what I'm saying? We go any topic, but it's like save that for the next one. But it's just super cool, man. It's an outlet. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all extending that to me.
Oh man, you're welcome back anytime. Like Leifer says, man, this is therapy for a lot of us, and it's solution based. You know what I mean? It's about us getting to the root of the roots of whatever's going on in our community. I know we're all here to kind of make a better community for the future, and even talk about these little things like why we're celebrating Thanksgiving in the first place. Because we hear so much about, oh, you shouldn't or you should, or just enjoy what we do and what we don't do. You know what I mean? And there's a lot. There's a lot that we can kind of just go from here to there from this. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm appreciative of all of it. And I don't know, everybody, say your last.
Yo, man, I said it again, man. Even years is good for me, son. It's been a great one, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who's been a part of it, son. You know what I'm saying? Including this podcast, man. Man, it's been a good one, son. Let's keep it going, man. Keep it going every Tuesday.
Leifer, you close out.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, man, I'm super grateful for everybody. I'm super grateful for this podcast, man. I feel like we really, we have something to say. We have something for people to hear and learn from, and I really appreciate, us bringing our private conversations, to the public. So super dope, man. I appreciate Chef D for, extending us some time. We went a little over an hour, so I apologize for that. But sometimes conversations do that. So I appreciate you being present for this podcast and supplying your expertise. And we hope to see you again on another one, man. I'm sure we'll have something else for you to, come and share your expertise. So we love to have you back.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely for
Appreciate
the
it,
Christmas
man.
special. You know what I mean? So just be ready for that.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I didn't really go into too much food talk. It was, it's just I don't know, but we could get into some depths about food talk. Lee was getting into the food talk, and I was just like, okay, all right, like we could get the. But I was just kind of chilling, but yeah, it was fun. Thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Next week, make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna talk about Black Friday deals that we can kind of manipulate, kind of capitalize on, and if we should involve ourselves in it or not. What we can get from it, how to spend our money that way, deals, just a little bit of Black Friday talk. I know how we do. Thank y'all for another Tuesday, and signing out.